Hi everyone, it's Jonathan here. This is part of my presentation for how to build a campfire. I'm out here in the woods behind my house. There's my house there. Back in 2014, post-tropical storm Arthur blew through, knocked down a lot of old growth pine trees. Some of them are enormous. My son and I can't wrap our arms around the tree trunks. Of course, when you're out in the woods here and you're working around deadfalls, you want to be particularly careful about trees that are still hanging. Excuse my hands if they're shaking, my shoulders are low. Trees that are still hanging part way up the stump. Working around a tree like that, if I was underneath it hacking away with a hatchet or sawing with a handsaw, I could easily fall down on top of me and crush or seriously injure me. What I'm out here looking for particularly is something I like to call, or something that's called fatwood. Fatwood is normally found on pine trees, deadfall pine trees especially. Not entirely sure what it is, but I believe fatwood is what the tree creates after it's been injured or falls down as it tries to protect the integrity of its inner wood. And you'll particularly find it around branches. It's always a great sign when the branch itself is still healthy. Now that's a lot of dead material there, of course. But if you can pull the branch off and it's still healthy, there's typically fatwood in it. Fatwood's great for starting fires. Smells like turpentine. What you can do is you can make feather sticks with it and use those feather sticks to really get your campfire going. Now I've gone ahead here, move my gloves out of the way. I went ahead here earlier, I pulled this branch off the same tree, and I could smell the pine and pitch coming off this old rotten branch right away. And it was quite strong, it was in good shape. Now you don't want to mistake fatwood for old dowdy wood like this. This stuff is all flaky and pithy. Your fatwood will be underneath that. But particularly, I was really fortunate. I pulled this piece off this tree. I got digging around at it. It's split in two. There's a little bit of rot in the middle. But you can actually see these rough parts here is where the tree actually secreted pitch and sap to protect itself. It must have been injured. And as I scraped away with my knife, pardon the movements, I could see fatwood. You can tell fatwood because it's always like a dark brown color. It'll look wet, but it's not wet at all. And when you scrape it with a knife, it'll smell like the richest pine sap you've ever smelled in your life. Here in the next video, I'll show you how to make feather sticks using fatwood to help you start your campfire.